Shell Waters. Middies. Chase Adelano, Hetlet, far sides, Trent Severson. Forwards are McKeever, Fadley, Hardikoff. Adelano. Trent Severson steps in and takes away the draw. He comes in, he fires. And Trent gets one. Scrum after the draw. All right, so our middy's going to change up. Galloway, Trent Severson, and looking at Cale Christensen on the far side. Bardo in as an attack. Rochester comes away with a draw. And they're taking up the far side of the sideline with Cale Christensen in pursuit. Rochester fires. Zeiler, of course, makes a great goal. He flips it forward for Trent Severson, dot to dot. And Trent's coming in, looking through the defense. He comes around for Bardo, who's already looking in the back of the goal when the ball arrived. And it's on the ground, and he's still scrambling for it. McKeever comes in, but Rochester comes away with it. They send it forward through good def of ours. Trent Severson's able to put it back on the ground when Rochester tries to pick it up, and he's still in pursuit. Apparently this first goal made him hungry. Rochester takes it, trying to work it around. With Tiggs coming back and picking his pocket. Battershell picks it up, and he's going the distance with the long stick. He's going to flip it wide for Fadley. That was a great switch where Battershell saw the seam. Oh, Fadley tries for Tig. Tig couldn't hold on to it, and their goalie sends it long. And they cross the center. Waters comes up to present. Jackson Summerall there for a what? Zane Kaufman, Summerall, Sams are your middies. Apologize, not enough caffeine yet this morning. I didn't catch the switch. We got Fox in as Trice Fox in as one of our long stick defenders. Summerall bringing it across the half. He does a little juke move, and he's still coming in. He loses another defender and fires. And it's in the net. Little, would that be a shake and bake, JD? I'm not gonna. We're gonna be in. Kaufman looks like he's gonna take the draw. Yeah. Okay, mine said the stream was up. It failed. Oh, and Hetland on the defense. I'm told the stream failed, so I might be just talking to myself. Noah Kaufman to Bardo. Ask her why the YouTube stream would fail. Well, now it's saying live again, Jody. So if Sarah's doing something on the backside, it's working. McKeever with a shot. Off the goalie's body and rolled over him. I've seen that in Tigers hockey where no, or the YouTube stream failed and then brought. All right, so without Sarah's expertise and Isaac on camera, the amateur crew, I hope the YouTube is live. So we're going to reset with middies. Trent Severson, who's already had a goal this game. Kale Christensen, and I believe that's going to be William Galway on the draw. On a procedure, Rochester Black is going to get it down 4-0. Trent putting stick and body, got him pinned to the sideline, and it goes on the ground, and Trent picks it up. He sends it center for Florer. He's up to Christensen, and the ref gets the push on White, and I believe that'll be our ball. Galway forward to Christensen. Christensen fires. Their goalie loses track of it. Bardo almost tries to put in the close-in rebound. I do love a goalie's blind save when I meant to do that. Rochester trying to bring it forward. Galway and Bardo force a ground ball. Rochester picks it up. They send it forward, and it's going to go out of bounds far side with Trent Severson and Rochester in pursuit. Severson, Sams has come in as one of the middies. He tries to make the connection. He's getting tagged through the scrum with Bardo trying to help out. Sams comes up with it, turns the corner. He looks wide and goes high, a little high for Galway. It's going to be to the far side with Severson. A great hustle to get to it, but he crossed over the center line. This is going to be white ball. Defender is going to be Cruzy, Joseph, and Florer. Sam's trying to close that down. Florer in pursuit into the corner after Rochester. Florer picks it up, and he's advancing. He tries flipping. He gets it to Summerall, who blows by the doors off a couple defenders, and then gets 2-on-1 and pinned down. And he's still, Hetlett comes up with the ball. He's coming around the far side. He was looking for Hardikoff inside, went a little high on him. Unlike some of the other games, Rochester's playing more of a man defense, and our passes are just a little bit off. Plus, they played 3 games yesterday, so no surprise. Chase Adelano picks off trying an escape pass, and he's going to wait around to set it up. So it's Adelano, Hetlett, Summerall are your middies. And that was to Hetlett. He fires. It goes over the top. But Hardikoff's pursuit means we get the ball back over the end line since we were closest. Hardikoff brings it in. Fadley. He pulls it down and tucks. Back behind. He looks top for Hetlett. Hetlett outside for Bardo. Bardo picks the top corner like a hockey shot. That's 5-0. So we're going to swap out middies. This is going to be Christensen, Noah Kaufman on the draw, and I'm Trent Severson in as a midi. We'll leave Bardo, it's attackers, Fadley, Hardikoff, McKeever, defenders, Chad Fox, Battershell, and Waters. Kaufman taking the draw. We'll see if he'll power through as he's been. And the ref's having a discussion. Now he has them reset. I do like that the refs discuss this with them. And there's the push with Kaufman going underneath wrestler style, and he advances. He's looking for the net. He fires. Their goalie's able to stick it away. And Rochester advances with Trent in advance. Trent uses his body to try and slow that down. Rochester fires, of course. Seiler makes the stop. He sends it for Trent up this near side. He crosses over the middle and causes the defender to lose his stick somehow. McKeever picks it up. It's on the ground. He's been 2-on-1. Hardikoff forces the ground ball and then picks it up. He's got 2 in pursuit, but that means there's somebody open if he can find them. He hits Kea Christensen. To Fadley, far side. Fadley working the perimeter. He winds up and the defender loses him with a nice screen from Kaufman. Fadley circling back around. This man defense will break down at some point to Fadley to Christensen. Christensen to Galloway. He goes to step in, it pops free, and their goalie collects. Their goalie, oh my gosh. Noah Kaufman with a lower shoulder football hit just as the Rochester player was getting it. $13 for Rochester is up after that big hit. I'd still be down. So Noah Kaufman's going to take a knee, and the ref's going to have a discussion with Coach Summerall, it appears. I'm not sure if this will go further than just some man down or a bigger conduct. The defense are going to be Battershell, Waters, Fox. Your middies are going to be Galloway, Sams. And Rochester's going to on the whistle advance from the midfield. Coach is calling for a defensive formation with being the man down. Rochester player loses it, and Will Galloway's turning the other way, and he with speed. The man down, he fires with their goalie, nets it nicely. Turns it And Tig is there for the Reeds is there for the intercept. He sees McKeever inside. McKeever fires, but their goalie gets it. Their goalie sends it long again. The players in pursuit. Fox comes out, and the ref is. So Noah Kaufman is still down, and now it looks like Chad Fox is going to take a seat next to him. Balin Bardo's come in as a long pole defender with Battershell and Waters. We're going to get Hetlet in there. So we're going to be 2 down. This will be a test of the defense. Rochester looks inside. Nice stick play by Battershell to break up a shot. Waters fighting 1-on-2. The ball's still in the ground, but Waters is forcing it forward. Pulls from between 2 Rochester players. Forward to Fadley. Fadley sees Bardo open, and Bardo's coming with a long pole. He sees Hardikoff in close, couldn't connect dots. Jackson Summerall with the ball coming in. He's working his way around. He gets it to Hardikoff, who has to pick it up off the ground. There's still some scrambling, and Fadley steps in and takes it. He flips it top to Bardo, who fires it. We have 1 seated at this time. So the Noah Kaufman penalty. Summerall fires, sticked away by their goalie, but he loses track, and he was able to pick it back up. And it looks like we're back at even strength. Rochester sends it, and Adelano is there for the pickoff, reading that one nicely. He's moving forward. He's got up top for Bardo, who's got a long pole. Summerall's in. He flips it to Fadley. Fadley inside to, I believe that's Hardikoff. And everyone's trying to rake it. Their goalie is able to collect. He sends it long to an open Rochester person who crosses midfield with Summerall in pursuit. And the ball goes high and over the end line. It's going to be Trice Fox bringing it in from over the end line. He sends it to Zeiler. He goes long for Fadley, and that's halftime. (5-0) at half. Ankeny Thunder up. Our first game of the morning. This is Rochester's second. It was a big hit, Noah Kaufman on a Rochester player. And some muttering from the fans, but again, respect the referee. I'm not the one running out there, and I'm not the one taking the heat. I can just stand here and comment. Is there anything I can do to? That switch here will open the top, and then you can see the bottom of it. And there might be like a key to tighten it up. I am not the expert on that, and you feel free to play with it. This is the This is the road tripod, not the good one for hockey. This is the one that if it fell off the ladder, it wouldn't be the end of the world. So this is 5-0 at the half, and far, far too early to be saying this and jinx it on us against a Rochester team that really wants to stay. But if this game ends up in a win for the Ankeny Thunder, our next game would be at 11:20, playing the winner of the Farmington versus the Hudson. That would be 11:20 would be the next game. If we win through this one, we'd play the winner of Farmington Hudson, which I believe is going on right now. So Zyler in goal, of course, and he's going to be defending to your right on the screen. Noah Kaufman is going to be taking the draw. Sams and Hetlett are going to be your other middies. It looks like your attack's going to be Fadley, McKeever, Bardo. Defense is going to be Waters, Battershell, and Trice Fox. Ref sets. And we'll be starting the second half. Noah trying to get low. And the ref says no and gives it to White. So Rochester advancing. Hetlett trying to get up and block. Rochester pass and it's collected by Adder. Slings it long for Bardo. And he picks it up and is going into the zone. He sees a shot and he takes it. Phelan Bardo. So we're going to change out all our defenders. It's going to be Joseph, Cruzy, and Florer coming in. We're going to swap out McKeever for Hardikoff. So it's going to be Fadley, Hardikoff, Bardo as attack. Taking the draw this time will be Adelano with Trent Severson and Galloway as your middies. 6-0 near the start of the second half. Draw to Adelano. He scoops and goes. He's looking inside. He sees Fadley. Fadley to Hardikoff. Hardikoff up top side for Severson, who puts it away. So great series. Fadley, Hardikoff back out to Severson into the goal. That's 7-0 here in the second. I think we're going to switch middies, but we've got Christensen in. Adelano's going to take the draw. Hetlett's going to be on the far side. We're keeping Joseph. We're keeping Florer and Cruzy. Adelano gets the draw, flips for Hetlett, but it's on the ground. He picks it up. Forward for Bardo. And Bardo's still coming in. And they didn't put a body on him, so he made them pay. If you want to say Hetlett gave it forward to him, otherwise he took it in from outside. Just a great read that there was green pasture in front of him. Just go. Okay, we're switching up our middies. Jackson Summerall, Tig Sams, Galloway's going to be taking the draw. We've got Hardikoff, McKeever, Fadley as your attack. Galloway gets that draw, and he's moving up the far side. To Summerall. Tries to go back for Galloway. It sticked away, but it goes over, but Hardikoff in pursuit. He'll be bringing in the... Nope, they're going to give it to White. Okay. Rochester brings it in off the end line. Flips it to their goalie. Closely watched by our attack. They flip it long on the side. With Waters. His defense caused the missed pass, and Sam's picks it up, and he's going. Tide coming in. Saw Hardikoff waiting on the post. Hardikoff brought it down and put it away, as he does. That's goal Hardikoff. We're going to switch out our middies. So Noah Kaufman's going to take the draw. Adelano on the far side, Hetlet on the near. We are Hardikoff, McKeever, Bardo as your attack. Fox, Waters, and Battershell as your defense. So let's see if Noah tries going low. His wrestler background. And Rochester comes away with it. But he's looking over his shoulder because there are maroon jerseys hunting him down. It gets loose on the far side. And Rochester controls after some juggling. Adelano comes out to challenge. And forces the drop ball. Steps through. A little juggling. Hetlet steps through and picks up the loose ball. He flips it to McKeever, who gets bodied, and their defender causes the drop ball. They bring it forward, and they're coming. They flip it inside. Zeiler sticks it up and away, and it's wide. Zane picks it up on the near side with Rochester in pursuit. He goes forward for Hetlet, who crosses the center line. Hetlet to Hardikoff to in. From the goalie's right. So we're going to change out defenders. I believe that's Joseph, Trice Fox, and Florer in his defense. Fadley, McKeever, Bardo as attack. Trent! Severson right in front of me. Galloway, and then Christensen on the far side as your middies. Galloway, a little push and step, loses track. Flips back. Collects it after some movement. Defense in pursuit. Gets across the midline. Galloway gets it, brings it in. And their defense helps put it on the ground, but that was a 3-on-1. And Bardo still comes up with it. He flips it top to Christensen. Bardo goes in for Fadley. Fadley fires and it goes off the post. Trent Severson picks up the loose ball. He's looking around. Bardo far side. He fires. It goes wide. Their defense is pulled in around their goalie as a wall. Fadley at the far corner waiting. Out top to Severson. He goes a step inside, sees this shot, and their goalie stops it. But nice read by Trent to see that there was a lane there. Fadley with 2 on, 3 on. Still flips it over to Bardo. And the ref slows it down for saying there was some pushing. Rochester ball. Looks like we're going to pull our middies. Sams is in, Summerall's in, Severson stays. McKeever doing the Jaws music behind one of the Rochesters. There's a flag down, and it's going to be on us. Zeiler collects a shot. Ref shows his flag. Looking a legal procedure, was it? I thought he said it. Okay. I thought it was this. Maybe it was an interference. I'm not. Okay, so we'll be down. Defender, Florer, Joseph, Trice Fox. Rochester shot goes high and far. They'll collect. Looks like Summerall is in. Trent Severson's in. Joseph keeps them at bay with the long stick, and they're forced to make a bad pass over the end line. And it looks like we're back at full strength. It's going to be Trice Fox taking it off the end line. He sends it to Zeiler. He's going to wait. He sends it high over Summerall. Noah Kaufman picks it up, and he's moving forward. He flips it for Fadley, who on the run steps around a defender and shoots around a second one. Yes, sir. All right, so we're changing up middies. Adelano on the draw, Galway on the near, Sam's on the far. Hardikoff, McKeever, Bardo as attack. Now it should be on the roll. Okay. Fox, Florer, and Joseph are defense. Comes free, and Sam's juggling it. Still juggling it. Still trying to get it in the stick. It looks like Galway steps in and is able to pick it up. I'm going to say it's wet loose grass or some nonsense. Galway forward for Tig. He's trying to keep it control. He's got a defender in pursuit, and he ends up with a stick between his legs. And now under his arm, he's still going. So a little jiu-jitsu broke out. Hardikoff going to take you in off the end line. Sam's comes off. Not sure. Alano's shot knocked down by their goalie. It's a scramble in front. Galloway picks it up. Galloway and their goalie's able to stop it. And then Hardikoff gets it on the rebound on the far side and steps in. Looked like he had to get a little hard down, and he's limping off the field. That's going to be a loss, but he got the goal. And Hardikoff is being assisted by Adelano. His teammates are walking him off the field. This is a football slash soccer field, but you can see the dirt dug in where the goalies are. So I'm just wondering if it was the field change where his cleats dug in at a spot he wasn't planning, because he was moving quite well prior to that turn on shot. All right, so this I think we'll go to the rolling start. Severson, Christensen, Kaufman as your middies. Cruzy, Battershall, Waters as your defense. Fadley, Bardo. I guess that'd be McKeever as your remaining attacker with Hardikoff going to sit for a little bit. Rochester on the move. Christensen out to look for him. Kaufman out to keep him honest, and Rochester's got to be way out trying to make something happen for them. They flip it for an open person in the corner. And it looks like Cruzy comes out for him. Zeiler steps in the way of a pass, says, enough of this nonsense. He sends it outside for Waters, who advances up the field. He hits Bardo, who puts on a burst of speed and goes to center, and then waits for the setup. Trent Severson's in. I see Kaufman. Bardo going straight out, pulls two defenders and steps around them. Pulled two, stepped around, and got the shot. All right, so we're still at Cruzy, Battershall, Waters as defense. This is going to be another rolling start. Looks like Kaufman's going to be in as a midi. Galloway and Christensen. 13-0. This got to be late in the second. And Rochester on the roll. He tries to get around Kaufman. Galloway's in his way. They send it forward, and Cruzy is trying to do a little needle point. And it crosses the center. Ref's going to do a procedure, and Fadley is going to start from mid. Fadley's coming in. He looks top for Bardo. Bardo in for Fadley. And I think that their goalie fell upon it in his effort to stop Fadley's goal. But it was a great read. Bardo to Fadley in a seam that they made happen. Rochester goes to stop. Waters stops a slingshot by Rochester. And they look for a shot, and Zeiler's there for the stop. Cruzy screened, and Zeiler picked up the rest. Zeiler forward to Galloway, who with a burst of speed leaves his defender. And he's still got the speed going. He decides to take the shot, and it goes wide. Rochester's going to take it in over the end line to their goalie. To their right at us. And there's a lucky fan in Wrigley Field to JD. Alano forward from the out of bounds. Galloway with a screen on his guy, and yeah, Alano goes the far side. Tries hitting Bardo and goes over, and it's out. Rochester sends it to their goalie just beyond the reach of Fadley's defense. They send it real long, and it's anybody's ball. Jackson Summerall, and he picks it up and is going to bring it up the side. A nice screen by Galloway. Jackson Summerall advancing up, waiting for the entire world to catch up because he's really, really fast. To Bardo, he doesn't see anything, so he brings it out. He's looking for Jackson going inside. Bardo waiting for something to happen. Hetlet comes to assist him. He flips it to Fadley in the corner. Defender comes out for him. He's trying to do a little needlework. He swims out of a long pole pin. Fadley tries for Hetlet. It's a little high. And it's loose. Rochester picks it up on the run with Jackson Summerall in pursuit. He slips Jackson Summerall, but Zeiler's there for the save. Zeiler turns it around. Long shot, dot to dot for Fadley from the goalie. Gets the touch and is waiting for both teams to catch up. He sees it for Bardo, and that's going to be the end of the game. Ankeny Thunder win, and we will move on in this championship. I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. What's that? What's that part there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.